Alright everyone, welcome back to another World of Tanks video. Today I'm playing in the AMX CDA 105. This is a Tier 8 Premium French tank destroyer that it just reminds me of a Bulldog. I really like this tank. I only picked it up a little while ago. I'm pretty sure I still have less than 100 battles on it, probably around 50 actually. And this thing has just been treating me super well. So we're in a really good matchup for me. I'm top tier in a tier 6 battle. And I know with this thing's speed, I can make it over to the zero line into those bushes there. And my idea here is just to sit in the back for a little bit and let the fast, speedy little tier 6 and 7s zip around and fight it out for a bit while I just cool as a cucumber sitting there and just dish out the damage. On this tank, this is I think the only tank I run the premium consumable on, the food, because I found that unless it's just an absolutely terrible battle for me, like where I die right off the bat, which has happened, I still make money even if I pay the extra 20,000 credits for the food. It is really good. I think right now I'm running Vents, Rammer, and Camo Net, but after this battle I realized that because there's no turret, I'm actually, my Camo Net isn't active nearly all the time. So I think I take that out and put, I forget what else I put on there. But like I said, here's the Cromwell running in. And of course I get spotted because he's running so close by, but I put one shot into him and then I don't pay him any mind because I know the other tanks will be taking care of him for me. So I spend my time on that Skoda, trying to, the Type 58 I think that is actually. And now, because that's the only other one spotted, I'm going to push up and try to help take care of him, which is now done. So now we have this dip, so we can push up until the next little ridge there and try to stay in there until we get some spots. I'm going to hide behind this enemy dead tank and then go up all the way on the edge to get the most distance and bushes between me and whoever might be ahead or off to the left. So here we see the SMV coming up, but this thing with its 260 millimeters of pen on the standard rounds does not take much to punch right through that tier 7 TD. Now we're going to wait here. I know I'm spotted, so I'm going to wait just a little bit until I think I'm not spotted anymore. And I take a terrible potato shot into that Jackson, which misses. But at least I got some spotting off. And now I just used my repair kit, so now I'm stuck out. But hopefully I can get out of here without taking too much more damage. And my repair kit is down, but now I'm up and I can get into those... behind those, wow, I'm blanking on these pipes. There we go. I am smart. So now it's just a bit of a waiting game. We are down a little bit, so I don't want to push up too far. I know there's a Jackson, or two Jacksons and a Scorpion for sure there. I think there's one other unspotted. Oh, there's the Sioux. I don't want to take the Sioux on. He's unspotted. So if he's up there, I'm definitely not trying to push too far. So I'm now going to actually back away from this push because I can see that the other side is slowly falling and I need to get back into a more accessible position where I can get where I need to go instead of committing myself completely to one side. But of course, right as I'm backing off, the one Jackson shows up. But now I'm going to get up onto this ridge, and here I have to make a gutsy decision. I am going to push into the Sioux because I know that little tier 6, he can't take on the Sioux by himself. At least I don't think he can. And so I'm going to try to take him because he is, in this area, he is the biggest threat. He will put a shot into anyone. There's no bouncing, and his shots really hurt. So I'm going to just super aggressively push into this guy, and I put one into him, and we clean him up. Now I can focus on the lower tier tanks that were there the whole time, but just because they have smaller guns and they're just not as big a threat. So I'm going to go after... Oh, now I see a heavy tank come up. So I'm going to try to put one into his turret. Beautiful shot there. Nicely aimed in. This thing's accuracy is just super nice. I love this gun. It is just awesome. So now I'm going to sit back here. I know the three of them were last spotted in there, so I don't have to run back into those bushes. I can stay here and try to do a little bit from in between these little mounds here. Not getting quite enough to see those guys. Yeah, there he goes though. He came up trying to spot me and get a shot into me, but obviously I got the better of it. Now there are there's one tier 6 and one tier 7 on the flank, but the only other person left on my team is this E25. And now the BZ is the biggest threat in the game. And so I need to actually get away from those two that are probably expecting me to stay close by and try to deal with them 1v2. And instead, I'm glad that the E25 could take at least one of the enemy tanks out there, that Tiger 2. But now the BZ won't be expecting me here because I was last spotted on the other side of the map. BZ? Yeah, that is a BZ. Yeah, the tier 7, I think. So now I'm going to come in from behind him where he's not expecting it, hopefully. And I'm going to put a few shots into him. And he misses. Now I'm just on... While he's on reload, I'm going to push up super aggressive again. Get one into his lower plate. Now I'm pretty sure I have to tank a shot here from him. Yeah, there it is. But that gives me what I need to put another shot into him. Now I'm using my traverse speed, and his traverse speed is not fast enough, so he can't stay quite tight enough against me to stay out of my gun range. And luckily he bounces that last shot he took off of the surprisingly decent frontal armor of this tank. I've bounced quite a few shots off. You just have to angle it right. It is a bit tricky, but once you get the hang of it, you can bounce a surprising number of shots with this frontal armor. So now it's a 1v2, and they have quite the hit point advantage on me. So again, I'm thinking, what would they expect me to do? And my conclusion was, they expect me to go defend my base. So I'm going to try another unexpected move, and I'm going to try to get all the way around behind their base. And then if I don't spot anyone within the next few moments, then I would try to cap out and draw them to me, because that way I know where, like, they know where I am, but I'm also the one that's expecting them. So luckily they both came up back, I guess, to try to defend from me, even though they technically had the advantage. So while they were within spotting distance for me, I guess I had good enough camo, or they had bad enough spotting range that I only got spotted after I took the shot. And now we're down to a 1v1. I'm not terribly keen on trying to take this guy on, but I get to sit behind this this mound and just wait for him to have to peek out, because I'm on base, so he has to come to me now. If he just sits there and waits, then I win automatically. So there he comes. He does hit me, but luckily I have a repair kit for my gun, and just like that, it easily punches through the frontal armor of the T-32, and that is the battle. Take a quick look at the charts. So that was actually a Mastery Badge Ace tanker, and you can see the results there. I saw a lot of different tanks on the battlefield. It's a top gun, and 4.6k damage. That was a wonderful game for me. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.